Why, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Shadow Over Cyberspace. Well, again, I gotta turn this down just a bit. It has actually been a bit for me since I've recorded the last Shadow Over Cyberspace video. I'm not sure how long it's been since you would have had a chance to see it. Probably not that long, actually, because I got a touch of COVID-19, and that really threw off my game for my upload schedule. So, yeah, I should have uploaded a lot more, but I'm finished with my main playthrough of the game. And I realized it was March now. And as I record this, it is like 3 a.m. on March 7th, which means there's less than 24 hours until International Women's Day. And at the end of this month, we have the Transgender Day of Visibility. So, with these two things in mind, I thought, this game has a really fun trans character who has some endings that I might be able to explore. So I thought I would jump back into those. So, join me, will you? I actually made a bit of a mistake, and moments after I finished recording the final episode of my main playthrough, I accidentally deleted the save file for the day when you choose who you're taking with you to the shores of Earlier, who will be ascending the throne with you. When did I go back to? It was I want to say 10 days before this day. So, I had to replay through, about a week and a half of content again. And I tried to mostly make the same decisions just so that nothing would be thrown off balance. There were a couple of things that I decided I would want to nudge back onto the path. So, last quarter, time for the gathering. So, with that in mind, I've replayed a lot of this, and now it's time to get into some slightly less charted waters. If memory serves, it won't let you click the TV tonight? Yeah, no time to be a couch potato. Let's summon an eldritch being. Dagon. It is time. What voice did I use for him? It is time. You must decide who will be elevated to the throne of Earlier. Surely a full month was enough time to make your evaluation. I'm ready as I'll ever be. Let's finish this. Maybe we should leave Cthulhu alone. As if. Good. Let us begin. The throne is vulnerable. At the stroke of Y2K, the walls will be weakened. A predator such as myself can convey you past unbreakable barriers. But once inside, you will have to do battle on your own. I'm presuming you don't mean swordplay? You are a hacker, are you not? Like Al has before you. I crack video games. That's not the same thing as locking horns with God. Everything has meaning and nothing is real. This is both metaphorical and practical combat in which one informs the other. Nambacom laptop is a diagnostic tool. Okay. If you've seen the videos, you've heard this before. So, I will... Your know-how plus the dream code of Alhaz will suffice. I'm largely reading this more for my benefit than yours, since it's been a little bit, if you have the will to see this through. We cannot simply evict Cthulhu, another must sit on the throne, so that he is left with no tether to drift forever in the void. Whom will you elevate to the throne? Let's clarify one thing. You can technically elevate more than one. Dagon suggests a singular ally. And because you have remained human, resisting the temptations of order and chaos, you may yet succeed. Tactical advantage. Now, what I'm going to do here... I could have saved here. Yes, I will resave here. This is effectively... I forgot there was an extra moment to save there, so I should have probably done that. Who shall rise to seize the future? Now, so here's what I want to do. We are, of course, focusing on Alice. Happy Trans Day of Visibility, everybody. And Alice, who, if somehow you missed several very specific episodes of the previous series, like, I'm gonna say you would have had to have missed, like, a third of them. You might not know that Alice is the name currently being used by the being that the game otherwise calls Azathoth. I guess my choice is... Who do I do first? Because I want to do Azathoth sending, and I also want to try Azathoth and Haster. Because I got the vibe that Haster is trying to connect with Azathoth. Haster's trying to connect with Alice. And I don't know. That idea kind of warms my heart a little bit. So I want to see if we can bring a connection there. I think Alice has earned a measure of revenge against Cthulhu for bullying her into line. She'll take the throne. Very well. And Haster will join. A fine pairing. Do you wish to add a third? The two have picked her enough. I don't think the others would mesh well. Probably for the best. No chance of a fragile alliance falling apart. Very well. I will connect you. Now, okay, so the other thing to remember is that... the difference is that Haster is focused on a closed garden where everyone is kind of, like, rigid and orderly, and Azathoth is focused on a big kind of melange of personal identity. So, Haster is all about boundaries, Azathoth is no boundaries. So they have there is a thematic commonality of community between them, but implemented in such very different ways. And of course, they have that animosity and a family history, so I'm interested to see how this goes. Yay, you picked me! We're going to overthrow Cthulhu together! We're going to betray my former best friend together! I wish we didn't have to do this, but no choice, right? Not if I want to be my own person. Make my own choices, find my own path. Wait a second, I'm not the only one you called? Hi again, kiddo. Now, I know you're likely still angry at me, but... Angry? Why would I be angry at the man who helped my mother deny my very existence? I just love to work with this horrible old jerk on the most difficult thing I've ever done. Sure thing. Sounds great. I want an explanation. Why do you have to go and invite him? It's a matter of balance. We need order and chaos. You're both community management specialists. It's natural that... See, that's kind of what I was thinking. Plus, I want to see if Haster can get over himself and really accept Alice. As his community manager and the director of Carcosa Online, two wildly different organizations, but the same core concept: organization. You want to remake Aza in your own image rather than Cthulhu's? Hector can help you put your house in order. And Hector wants Carcosa to benefit mankind rather than merely rule it. You can help him not lose sight of the dream. The fact that you have different approaches is a strength, not a weakness. Each has a lot to learn from the other. I'm an old man. I need to learn from the new generation if I'm to have any hope of leading them forward towards a better future. I can promise to listen to you and respect you, take your counsel to heart. And, more importantly, I'm also here to apologize. Azachan. Alice, is it? Then Alice it is. I should have supported you instead of letting my daughter push the narrative of who you were supposed to be. I was unobservant at best and callous at worst, and I want to make amends with my granddaughter. If you want me gone, say the word, but if you want some help organizing your future, making sure you build something sustainable, I want to help. All I ever wanted was to be me, to be accepted as myself. I know I said I could never forgive you, but if you can see me, Grandpa, really see me, then I'm willing to try. All I can promise to do is try. And all I can promise is listen, learn, and do my best to support you. Please correct me if I drop the ball on this one, kiddo. We got a few days yet before we have to challenge your old partner. I suggest we catch up and get to know each other anew. When Y2K hits, we'll be ready, Sparky. We'll back your play and make this world a better place. As a reminder, I'm pretty sure that by Sparky, he's talking to me. He used to call Alice Sparky, but he got over that in previous dialogue. So be it. My vendetta will resolve. Humanity will worship new gods. Rest your body, mind, and soul, for on the eve of Y2K this matter concludes. One last act as a bad dog, and then I can finally lay this burden down and find rest. Sleep well, pray. I look forward to our final hunt. Okay, alright, that was believably tense. But I'm still kind of happy that I saw it. Because I don't know, I just like I like seeing people make amends. Forge my alliance, now we march to war. One way or another, this ends on the eve of Y2K. Infinite sky above me. Stars will be the same when the clock strikes midnight, year 2000. Change is coming.
I have to say, I'm very disappointed.
Oh, you again. Remember the last time I played through this and I totally kicked you to the curb?
I put my faith and trust in you. Yet, here you are, itching for a war. You know you can't win.
He's not seen last episode.
But even now, I can't bring myself to hate you. Your innate weakness is quite human.
100% human,
and
baby.
I am nothing if not supportive of human weakness.
Good.
Ask yourself one question. Is it worth it? Is it worth throwing the world into chaos? Replacing my strange Aeon with another?
What did I say last time? You bring out the worst in people, we have no future under you. The world must change, we can't just repeat last century. I don't honestly know, but it's too late to back out. I'm pretty sure I didn't go with 3, so let's try this to get a little new.
I can't allow you to continue, but I have no intention of harming you. Why would I? We're not enemies, you and I.
That might be the same thing he said last time.
Instead, I think it's time for you to rest.
Yeah, this one.
Lay your burdens down and don't let these troubles worry you. You'll awaken to the dawn of the strange Aeon. Good night, friend.
All right.
We'll speak again in the...
So now we're, like last time, we're going into the deep sleep. Let's skip ahead. No, don't save the game. No need. And, starving, dehydrated. Head out. It's Clyde.
Hey, you're out of, like, pretty much everything?
Alright. Hey, I do love that we're talking to Clyde, and I love that the ghost monsters remain a constant presence throughout the Fiction Factory games. And we'll skip these. Skip. Oh, right. Ooh. Let's back up a little.
But let's get a good meal in you before you face destiny.
Sounds good. After weeks of sandwiches and waffles and occasionally cold pizza, a full takeout delivery is welcome. I just hope it's not a last meal. I love this look for the living room. I don't know if you would call this a filter or an effect, or if you should just call it an all-new image that's just been recolored. I don't know. Clyde is nearby. Oh, one thing I will say. I did give Clyde slightly different advice for how to handle... or did I? I'm... Clyde asks what our opinion is on the Polybius device. Did I give him different... No, I didn't. I kept that the same.
Hey,
I thought about it, though.
is it just me, or does the sky look kind of weird tonight?
Yeah, you know it. Okay.
We'll handle things. I'm not gonna live in denial and insist, but one way or another. Now go fight the...
Alright, just like the X-Files movie. I'm guessing that this part's going to be pretty much the same, but it's the ending that I'm curious about seeing. Because last time, we got the ending that was perfectly balanced between Nyarlathotep, Hastur, Yog-Sothoth, and Alice. And now we're just going to see what it looks like with a family dynamic.
Here we are, at the end of the end.
Yeah.
Y2K, when the stars are right.
It's Oscars night, baby.
The barriers of reality, membranes that hold the gigaverse together, are weakest at this moment. The throne is vulnerable. You could have simply slept through this moment, but refused that gentle repose.
Good.
And I am done offering second chances. I won't enjoy killing you. It'll be a tragic loss, but who am I to deny the grave you spent so long digging for yourself? Come with me. Let me show you how the gods make war.
That still freaks me out. That is such a good, like, it's a simple image. It's such a simple image, but a good video game knows to play its cards close to its chest, and it could have been doing this all game long, but it didn't, and that's great. Cthulhu actually reaching out. Cthulhu and Alice are the only ones of the Eldritch beings that I really get a true sense of something unnatural and creepy going on. Like, the others, they have metaphysical influence. They can affect reality in weird ways, but you don't really see it from them. You see it in this moment and in a lot of the other chats with Cthulhu, and you see it the first time you talk to Alice, which is another reason why Alice is getting a special day today.
But this can only be settled within cyberspace itself.
Alright. Oh, say, can you see?
Welcome to the blood-stained servers of Relay, where I will forge the path that saves mankind. You really think your loose alliance of rivals can save humanity from itself? I won't make this easy for you.
Yeah,
but
you will.
In my infinite mercy, I'll give you one last saving grace.
No.
The Necronomicon is a weapon, yes. You're a capable little amateur hacker, aren't you?
Yeah.
But your laptop is fragile. Your mind is fragile. Fail 3 times, and both will be shattered like glass.
I really should try losing just to see
Prove
what
your
it
worth to
says.
me. Put your willpower
I don't
into
want it, though.
motion.
Alright, now hacking early A. Last time I got this in one try. Let's see if I'm as lucky. Easy. Why are you going so easy on me, man? Okay, actually, no. I gotta do some guesswork. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So I know that these two... It's either... Okay, if it is that one, then it can't be that or that, and it must be these two. But if it is that one... If it's that one... If it is that one, then it can't be that one. Okay. Alright. Progress. Which means that that's good, and that's also good. I really shouldn't be showing off. I really should just be... I say showing off as if not putting mines down is some sort of challenge. Is that... That's not clicked yet, is it? Or is it? Oh, no, that is clicked. Okay. Alright, 1, 2... Alright, so 1, 2... Either this or this is a bomb. If this is a bomb, then this is not... And this is not. If this is a bomb, then this is. That doesn't... No, that does help. That does help. Okay. That does help. That means 1, 2... It must be this one. Okay. Security defeated. Haha. Tch.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unthinkable. Unimaginable. Decades of effort to build my power. Billions, and you break me with a crusty old laptop computer program. Well.
Alright. Let's jump ahead. You are victorious, my enemies vanquished, and your kind face a new future, a Y2K of your own design. Okay. Buddy's still our friend. Love you all the same. Blah blah blah. But let's get to the end. Let's get to the end. Skip a little. Skip a little. I'll remain human. Although I suppose I might... I would be miserable as an artificial mind. It's not letting me skip. Okay, I think this is the new ending that we want. Let's see how things change when we just have Haster and Alice. Hey, Clyde. Hey, yourself. How you holding up? Need anything? I'm good as can be expected. Considering the year I've had, at least I'm still human. Universally finally agreed to my reasonable accommodation request. I'll be working from home a few days a week in my new position. May need to eventually bump that up to full-time, but they've been pretty supportive of my disability needs once the red tape was cleared. Sucks that you're still like this. I can live with it. As long as I keep things in perspective, I can deal with damn near anything. I'm human and drawing breath. At baseline minimum, I have that going for me, and I'm finding ways to adapt to everything else. Great to hear! Effing wild, huh? Old gods and strange aeons and hacker prophecies. Feels like it was yesterday, not like a year and a half ago. Allow me to exposit all that's transpired since then. We made it to September 2001, better than we could have hoped for, honestly. And what do you think of it? This new world we're in? Well, doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle. From the outside, you can't even tell we're being ruled over by two very contentious gods. I put together a balanced duo, one to watch over the other. Chaos and order combined. I figured that would give us our best shot. While excluding the other two old ones, resulting in new factions, not harmony. The end result is status quo. Nothing is moving one way or another because of equal forces pushing from inside and outside. Two struggling to cooperate from within, and two scheming from without. It's a balance only in the sense that the Cold War was balanced. Nothing's improving, nothing's getting worse. The situation remains precarious. Hopefully they'll find an ideal path forward. At worst, we'll be left to our own devices, or to deal with the aftermath. Can't say it's the best outcome, but I can't say it's the worst either. We've encouraged a stalemate. As apocalypses go, this one could be worse, yeah. Feels so wrong to cheer on a complete lack of progress, but it is what it is. And if the gods step out of line, the ghost monsters may have to act to beat them back. Kinda risky to get in their way, Clyde. This is a volatile situation. Let's hope they don't give us cause to do so. And, what about Cthulhu? He's dead, right? Dead? Ah, stop it. No, not likely. Al-Had said it himself. That is not dead which can eternal lie, and with strange aeons even death may die. When Cthulhu lost, he retreated from the battle, but die? I doubt it. He's always going to be there, like our shadow, attached to us, easily overlooked and cloaked in darkness. Whenever someone leverages hatred to gain power, that's him. That's his gentle whisper in our ear. I don't think we can kill that part of ourselves. but we can resist. Think we can do it? Can humanity really get its act together and push him back down? I don't know. We're gonna find out one day. Getting a bit tired here. Think I'll turn in for now. Good night, Clyde. Good night. Good luck. Okay, and so nothing too flashy with that conclusion. But we got to see Haster and Alice have kind of a connection there. Now, in real life... Oh, I love this music. Oh, a strange aeon ruled over by ascended minds. Ascended to a level of existence I can't fully comprehend, assisted to the Gigaverse according to him. Oh, right. Yeah. Captain Infinity. Right. I will say, for the record, just for the record, the ending that I just saw, I pursued that ending because this is a video game. In real life, a similar situation would require a lot more tact. Don't just ambush a trans person with someone that they've had a negative family history with like that. You should definitely clarify what's happening first. I do want to say that this video game didn't exactly offer a lot of clearance for doing that. And I don't think the video game should have. I think that's just kind of the nature of the horror story it's telling. But I just wanted to say, just for the record, don't ambush trans people with family members who have murdered them. Now, okay, no, that's not fair. Haster didn't murder Alice. Haster saved Alice's life. Haster was complicit in the situations that led to Alice being killed, but Haster didn't do that. Now let's just see what happens when it is just out. Well, okay, you know what? I'm actually going to... How long did that take me? Okay. I'm going to briefly pick Alice and Azathoth, and I'm going to see if I can speed through this just to see what... I'm not even going to go to Cthulhu with them. I just want to see their conversation. So let's see... I like Yasuke's long-term vision for humanity. Let's put Azathoth on the throne. And Azathoth. Alice is the voice of her community. I want to make sure they have representation. Oh, you know what? Now that's interesting. With these two, will Azathoth always be the first one I talk to in this order? Or does it matter which one you pick first for what conversation you get? Or does it just matter which two you have? That would be a lot of extra work, but I can see it playing out that way. I'm curious now. Let's see. Okay, alright, so it does keep Alice in front. So I'm guessing that the conversations... We have a smaller number of conversations just based on the two who are there. That's good to go. Yay, you picked me! We're gonna overthrow Cthulhu together. Betray former best friend. Wish we didn't have to do this, but no choice, right? Wait a second. I'm not the only one you called. Hello, Alice, correct? If I am reading your metadata correctly, a recent change? It's rude to peek at a lady's metadata without her permission, you know? Noted. I'll admit this pairing is just as perplexing to me as it is to you. Our methodologies are very dissimilar. I have no personal grudge against Alice, but, her chaos and mayhem have little application when it comes to galactic exploration. I would like to know your reasoning behind this one, Dreamer. Why pair us off? Yasuke's efforts can't launch without popular support, which Alice can provide. That's good. Alice needs a steady hand to help guide her towards her ideal future. That's good. Cthulhu is too strong to take on alone. A team may succeed. I like both of these. Alice can provide popular support. Alice needs a steady hand to help guide her towards her ideal future. I don't like the idea of Alice being controlled here. So I'm gonna go with Alice supporting Yasuke. Sorry about that. That was my alarm. Space colonization requires a grand effort. Many hands pulling as one. If you try to force the issue, it won't work. But Alice has her finger on the pulse of the populace and is planning to clean up her community to better represent everyone. That's a winning combination. Yasuke's long-term vision, Alice's ground-level organizational skills. I see. It would make my efforts simpler if humanity can be rallied around the cause of space travel, and Alice can deliver this. I'm willing to give it my all. This is important to me. Life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, what we were supposed to be from the beginning and never managed to become. And space is really cool. Maybe we can all live in rocket ships like in Star Treks. Make it so, number one, by your command. What? No. Never mind. I can work with this. Very well. Alice and I will discuss our plans moving forward while you prepare for Y2K. Let us be done with this war, and bring about a future where we reach for the heavens together. So be it. My vendetta will resolve. Blah, blah, blah. New gods. Alright, my assumption is that this is going to be exactly the same ending as we saw with Haster and Alice, because it's going to be chaos and order pushing against each other. But now, let's go back, now that we've seen how that plays out. No, did I just... Load. Yes. Let us begin. Okay. The music didn't change and it scared me. I thought I'd saved over the file again. Just for the sake of completion, let's choose Nyarlathotep, and this time I'm gonna play it through to see what we're told the ending looks like with chaos mixed with chaos. The crawling chaos will take the throne, calling Nyarlathotep. Very well. And Azathoth will join. Alice is the voice of her community. I want to make sure they have representation. That is enough. The two I've picked are enough. I don't think the others would mesh well. Let's see, chaos plus chaos. It summons us to the bloody chamber of conquest and sacrifice. We're to strap boots and raise banners and go over the top. But we're not alone, are we? Hi! This is just so exciting. We're finally going to be working together. I knew that in the end, Nayara and I could be great friends. You're right to bring us in on this. We're an unstoppable duo. Making nice with screaming heads burning in the field of ruin? Trolls and ogres all howling rage and sowing discord. The taste, the smell of your army of keyboard warrior hate-mongers sickens me to the core. Why would I ever consider an alliance? Explain yourself. Explain the reasoning behind this union you're proposing. Wow, Nyarlathotep is not happy with this. Nayara's rage needs a shape and direction. Alice is skilled at directing rage. Alice wants to build a new community for people. Nayara seeks to Alice wants to build a new community for people. Nayara seeks to liberate. Are those meant to be two thoughts? Or is it meant to be Alice wants to build a new community for the people? Nayara seeks to liberate. I feel like this is either two sentences or it needs the word the there. Either way. Yeah. Because there's been a change. The girl before you is a new woman, one who wants to champion the downtrodden and marginalized. No more troll farms, no more personal armies for Cthulhu. The power of Aza, but widespread, casting a big tent over the world. It's true! It's all true. I'm rebuilding Aza in my own image, not as Azathoth, but as the girl I should have been from the start, as Alice. My own name, my own identity, borrowed from no one, gifted by no one. I'm going to flush my community clean, making it a safe haven for, well, People like us. Ones who got hammered down for not fitting in. It'll take work, but I'm ready. I want to be the community manager I should have been from the beginning. That's why we can work together. We're not at odds anymore. Our hearts are united. Isn't that nice? Unexpected. Unthinkable. Unpossible. But, yes, I can hear the resolution. The screaming sincerity of your blood. You're new. Renewed and reborn. If you stand against the regressive fascism of Cthulhu, if you can embrace revolution and change, yes, I believe this could work. Apologies for assuming your allegiance. I'm glad you've seen the light. Hooray! Go Team Chaos! Team Chaos rules! Score the touchdown, 3-point shot across the finish line. Destroy the enemy sports guys. This is your doing then? You wanted us to combine efforts? Yep, I figure you two working together is the way to go. Liara and her burned-down army to tear down the old, Alice and her community management talents to build something new. Liara, you said you want to build something better once the fires go out. Alice can help you with that. And I believe with your guidance, Alice can have the restraint not to put power into the wrong hands in the process. Now, I'm not expecting a glorious New World Order out of this. If I wanted that, I'd have recruited Hector or Yasuke. Your Team Chaos. I know that means a rocky transition to an anarchic future. It's gonna be messy. But I think your future could be a good one for everybody, if you share each other's visions. Agreed? Agreed. Very well. Alice and me in 2-part harmony. Let's rock. When Y2K hits, new blood takes the throne and the old order is laid to rest. See you then. So be it. My vendetta will resolve. Alright, let us speed through this, blah blah blah. You bring out the worst in people, we have no future.
I would only sacrifice scapegoats, while you would burn the world. You annihilate any hope for the future.
That's right, that's what I picked the first time I ran through this.
I can't allow you to continue. But
okay. No, don't save. Alright. 1 day to Y2K. Wait, what day is it?
I think I can make you a sandwich, but it's not going to be a very good one.
Oh,
It'll
Clyde.
just be mayo.
Okay. Alright. Jumping ahead.
come with me.
Oh, that hand.
But this can only be settled within cyberspace itself.
Alright, let's see how Team Chaos does. I cannot wait to see the fires
Bloodstained servers
spreading
of
across
Relay,
that quaint New
where
England
I will
town.
forge the path that saves mankind.
Yeah.
You really? I won't make this easy for you.
No saving the game.
The Necronomicon is a weapon, yes. You're a capable little amateur hacker, aren't you?
Sure. Alright. So far I'm 2 for 2 on these, without flags. Wait, did I use flags the first time? I probably played it safe the first time. Oh, come on. Ooh, I'm gonna... Okay, good. I got lucky. Click, click. 1, 2, 3, you're all bombs, you're a bomb. Well, dang it. Okay. Either that's a bomb or that's a bomb. In which case, that is not. Okay. Progress. 1, 2... That's a bomb. If that is a bomb... Either that's a bomb or that's a bomb. Either way, that is not a bomb. Great. Okay. So 1... Oh, wait. This one is clear, so we know 1, 2, 3. We know those 3 are bombs. I think I'm gonna have to guess. Alright. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use the flags. Flag, 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 flag. Flag. Alright. That is a bomb, or that is a bomb. If that is a bomb, none of these are. And this is not. If this is the bomb... then that is not, and I have no idea where the bomb is there. I'm gonna have to guess. I don't want to guess. Okay, I got lucky. Click, click. Click, 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 click. Yeah. There we go. Okay. You are victorious. I will remain human. It's kind of tempting to enter cyberspace, but I won't, not yet. I'd rather stay human. I'm better off helping humanity as a human. Y2K. Alright. Hey, Clyde. Okay, here we go. Made it to September 2001. Better than we could have hoped for. What do you think of it, this new world we're in? Well... here's that fire I was talking about. We are in serious trouble. The rioting and destruction haven't reached my sleepy suburb yet, but they're on the doorstep. Arkham Town Hall burned down today. Miskatonic University on the outskirts is still open. I don't know for how long, but it's open, and everybody's pretending nothing's changed. Even if everything has changed, and more changes coming still. Washington's already occupied territory for the burned-down army. Tokyo and London and Berlin will fall next. The power of the throne ensures that mere physical military force can't dislodge the protesters. Weapons misfire, soldiers are turned away. Frightening times, but Alice is working hard to organize cooperative efforts, replacing the old guard to keep communities strong. Volunteer fire departments, housing, and food distribution, all citizen-driven. In a lot of ways, the occupied territory is safer than ever. I'm getting nervous, but I have to trust that they're going to save us in the long term. Troubled times will one day lie behind us. The fires will go out, eventually. Hopefully, yeah. And if things get too hairy out there, ghost monsters can pull you out and give you shelter. We're generally in favor of the old bastards who ran the world eating it, but can't deny this is also freaking us out a little. Time will tell. And what about Cthulhu? He's dead, right? Dead. No, strange aeons, even death may die, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Spooky Cthulhu. As long as we're evil. I don't know, but we're gonna find out one day. Time to turn in for the night. Okay. Alright, so that's what the world looks like with Nyara and Alice. And, oh yeah, this music. Strange Aeon ruled over by ascended minds. Alright. And, that. One more. Here's our grand finale for the episode. We've now seen what it looks like every time we pair Alice with one of the other old ones. Theoretically, we could try some three-way balances. You know, that might be... Should we try a three-pronged approach? Because that way we would have... If you have, like, chaos, order, maybe that would, like... Maybe that would be, like, change, but there's enough stability to make sure that the change stays good. Or maybe if you go order, chaos, that keeps things stable, but it's just wild enough to keep things going. Maybe I should try the... Okay, alright. I'll try one of these. I'll try one of those, see if it's interesting. And we're gonna go order, chaos. Hector. And Yasuke. Interesting. The rule of three, then? Yeah, let's see how this goes. Poor Nyara. Poor Nayara. So, it's to be the two of us then? Former employees of Nomatech, former partners of the Artificial Mind Project, former boss and underling. Meaningless titles, expired titles, we're on equal footing now. I want to help, Yasuke. Can you open your heart in that offer? Equals. Really? I have my doubts, King in Yellow. I have no intention of becoming an underling once more. I am a cosmic force, propelling humanity to the stars. Why exactly would I yoke myself to this ancient and dusty relic of this world's corporate ruling class? Did I not get Alice in there? Hang on. No, he said the rule of three. Neither of them want to be capitalist tycoons. They aren't working at cross purposes. Space and sustainability are compatible. Where's Alice? Where's Alice? Speak plainly as we once did. A unified space is going to reach stars. This feels like Alice isn't... Okay, you know what? Maybe that's just the way that they built the game. If you do a rule of three option, maybe it just takes the two most significant clashing people and just focuses on it as if it is a two-person thing. I know I'm getting through this, but oh, okay. All right, good. So Alice is here. Together we can bring order to this chaotic world, usher in a new age of peace and prosperity. We're not the only two invited to this little party, are we? Hi, Grandpa. If this isn't okay with you, I can go. No, it's okay. It's good to see you again. It's Alice now, right? You've chosen Alice? But I'm confused as to why you've been invited to join our group. Wouldn't think our vision meshes with ours. Friend, care to explain your reasoning on this one? They both wronged Alice, now they can properly make amends and include her. They need an outside perspective or risk losing sight of the goal. Convincing Alice to support them would be a strong win. Okay, yeah, they have both wronged her. What did Yasuke do to Alice? Was Yasuke involved in... Was he involved in her murder somehow that I can't remember? I keep saying a murder when it was just an accident, but... I'm gonna go with this, even though I can't quite remember what Azathoth did. Both of you were involved in digitizing her, but now you can make up for what you did. Instead of leaving her to be swayed by Cthulhu's ambitions, you can properly include your granddaughter in your future designs. I'd say you owe at least that much to Alice. You're not wrong, Sparky. Not wrong in the slightest. I should have supported you from the start, Alice. Shouldn't have bought into my daughter's idea of who you are. I wronged you. I should have been there for my granddaughter, so if you want to mend that bridge, I'd be more than happy to. Okay. But I think I can help you both. As a community manager, I've got my finger on the pulse of the people you'd want to rule over. I can make sure you don't abuse your power if you're willing to let me be your royal advisor. I'll help keep you down to earth. I'd prefer not to be down to earth, much the opposite, but I can understand the logic. It is acceptable. An alliance will be stronger than any one of you or even two of you could manage on your own. Agreed. Very well. We three shall rule as one when the strange Aeon falls. And poor Nayara will be out in the cold. We'll spend the next few days preparing so we can launch our plans at the dawn of Y2K. Fine work, Dreamer. Fine work. So be it. Okay. We will skip forward. The world must change. We can't repeat the last century.
The 21st century will be an evolution of the 20th.
Oh.
If only you had the vision to understand.
Ah.
I can't allow you to continue. But I have no...
Sleep! No, don't save. And then December 30th, sleep! Sandwich!
Hey.
Sleep? Okay.
But who am...
Alright. No, don't save the game.
The Necronomicon is a weapon. You're a capable little amateur hack.
Yeah. Okay. We'll speed through this one. Oh, this is a nice one. I'm gonna go fit. I think this is the one I just did. I just did this one. Nice. No, this is different. This is different. Okay, I was wrong. Okay. And skip. Skip. Even death may die. Strange aeons. I'll remain human. I'd rather stay human. Yeah, my life is different. My friends and family accept me. It's a hard road to walk. I have appreciated the fact that this game is has kind of made the main character someone who's differently abled, and it's for a plot reason, and like you can only have one main character, so you're kind of limited in the options. But I think it's been good. We need more representation like that. All right, let's skip ahead. What do you think of it? This new world we're in? Well. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Things are a little scary out there, but it could be far worse. Yasuke and Hector are establishing data communes, hives of Carcosa Online devoted to leadership in space exploration. Arkham is becoming part of the infrastructure, resources being reallocated. It'll probably be a ghost town soon. They've secured partnerships with every major government and corporation out there, claiming it to be mutually beneficial. But the only thing stopping them from seizing absolute control is the third wheel I attached to them. The balancing factor is keeping the world from undergoing a complete overhaul. We're still basically functional as a society. I don't know if that'll last. It could be that the pair eventually overwhelm their add-on ally. But with a little luck, the three of them will bring us somewhere great. Not gonna lie, things are very weird. Holding it together as long as we can. What about Cthulhu? Strange aeons, even death may die, blah blah blah. Okay. Alright, so yeah. That makes sense, and I'm guessing that if we went chaos order, that we would probably get something similar. I'll probably play that myself for the sake of curiosity in a bit. But to save your time, I'm going to just get to the finale for us here, which is, what if Alice gets put in charge of everything? So let's hop back here. I choose Alice. Alice will take the throne. I'm only picking one ally. I don't think the others would mesh well with my first pick. Let's skip the idea of an alliance. Just go with Alice. No chance of a fragile partnership falling apart. So, it's going to me, huh? Your partner in war. Me. I'm going to war against the man who supported me more than my family ever did. If you want to, Alice, I won't force it. You only recently decided you want out from under Cthulhu's thumb. You've got a whole community to overhaul in your image. If fighting your former father figure is too much to add to that pile, I'd understand. No, I want to do this. Part of me needs to do this. What's the old Buddhist saying? Kill your parents, kill your God, kill your teacher? It's the only way to my actual self-realization. If I'm really going to be Alice and not Azathoth, not Azachan, I have to stand as Alice. If anything, I feel kind of bad for Cthulhu. This betrayal's necessary, but it's gonna hurt him a lot. I know I should hate him. He told me who to be, what name to use. He's no better than my mother. Cthulhu encouraged me to do terrible things in his name, promoting hatred, sowing discord throughout humanity. But, and I know this sounds strange, but I think he genuinely believes in his cause. And he believes in me, even if he was also using me. His followers are all grifters, politicians and corporations riding his faith into positions of power, but Cthulhu himself is genuine and honest. And here I am, sticking a knife in his back. What does that make me? Am I no better than the ones who capitalize on his mayhem? You're standing up for what you really believe in. That makes you genuine and honest too. I'd say that the only moral thing you can do is fight him if you want to be honest as well. I guess so. I owe it to him to act on my own faith. He'd do the same for me. and I'll hold true to that as I take his throne. You're putting a lot of trust in me to help humanity through the aeon ahead. I won't let you down. I'll be careful whom I share my new power with, uplifting those pushed down by Cthulhu. Together, we're going to change things. We'll leverage the chaos of this world to reshape it into something better. And what about the other old ones? What will you do with them? Gotta be honest, they won't be happy you chose me. I don't want to fight, but I might not have a choice. Hopefully my grandfather will finally accept me for who I am. But if not, it's business as usual between us. I don't know how this is going to play out. I guess we'll see when we see. Step 1 is the fight with Cthulhu. Anything else can wait. You do know how to actually fight Cthulhu, right? I guess I'll just have to see. Hacked laptop, dream logic, old magic. Not enough brain cells left to help me realize how bad an idea it is. Alhaz's software will get us to the finish line. Or not. Okay, I'll be ready and waiting for Y2K. Good luck. Try not to die, okay? So be it. My vendetta will resolve. And okay, I've got an ally. Now we march to war. You bring out the worst in people, we have no future under you.
Sacrifice scapegoats.
Yeah. No, don't save. Okay.
I won't make this easy for you. Welcome to the... Do you really think that upstart child can do anything but lead us straight into the tragedy of the commons?
Yeah. Okay. So I guess if you pick one single ally, Cthulhu has a single different thing to say. And that's good.
I won't make this easy for you. I hold too much faith in humanity to allow your dystopia to exist. But in my infinite...
No.
The Necronomicon is a weapon. You're a capable little amateur hacker, aren't you?
Yep. Skip. Alright, let's hack her Lier. Yeah. I've also seen this one tonight. In fact, is this the same one again? Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is the one I just saw. Not that I'm complaining. Alright, skippity skip. Strange Aeons, bad boy, yellow sign. There can be a home... Oh, wait, hang on. If you cannot go back, you can go... there is an alternative... There can be a home for you within the throne, supplied by humanity's new savior. You can join your ally in full. I'm so sorry, friend Prey. This is not the answer you sought, but it is the answer I can offer. What say you? Remain human and endure, or ascend to become an immortal guardian of your kind. Aye. Now, this would be an interesting time to choose to enter cyberspace. Perhaps... Okay, you know what? Save. This is why God invented save states. Alright. I will remain human again. As you like, but I'm curious why. I'd be miserable as an artificial mind. These are all good answers. Strange Aeon has begun. What a year, huh? It's pretty messy out there. Alice has been selective when it comes to empowering her anonymous legions, focusing on prankster activists, advocates, those with no voice. And they've made some good headway, shutting down a corporation here, holding a demonstration there. People are taking notice. Alice is exceptionally good at what she calls flash mobs, organizing spontaneous, attention-grabbing incidents with her followers. And they're protected. Alice making sure they can hide, blend into a crowd, disappear without a trace, hit fast, and get out. With no way to identify the anonymous, many have been able to take bold actions never before thought possible. But the backlash has been severe. Someone put two and two together and realized many in the Legion are queer and, well, old hatred remains. So between the riots, demonstrations, and the police crackdowns as the old regimes desperately try to cling to power, life's been difficult for everyone, whether they're involved in Alice's new paradigm or not. But we may still have a chance. Maybe even a better chance. A chance at something new as capitalism perishes. it's easier to imagine the end of the world than the end of capitalism. Let's not mistake one for the other. I'm getting nervous, but I have to trust they're gonna save us in the long term. Troubled times will one day lie behind us. The fires will go out eventually. Hopefully, yeah. And, yeah. So, okay. I guess that's... Oh, fortunately the Mask of Anonymous was granted to the Ghost Monsters, which helped us avoid some close calls. Okay, that's new that's an interesting change in this ending. So you've joined the movement? Didn't really have a choice with folks like us being targets, but yeah. Hopefully this works out for us and for everyone. And what about Cthulhu? TZ, right? Nope, Strange Aeons. Strange Aeons. And... Yep. Okay. And those are all of the endings that focus specifically on Alice. It's not the four-way balance happy ending that we got the last time we played with any of these. But I think there's some really nice moments here when you focus on Alice's side of the story. And again, as I said in the previous videos, Alice has been my favorite character. Not just my favorite character, but my favorite take on what the promise of this game was, the Shadow Over Cyberspace. I think that she was the best realized version of the blend of the uploaded human consciousness and eldritch terror manifesting in reality. Because again, the others did it too, but not to the same degree. Like, that first shot of Alice, of like you're looking at your laptop in your living room, and you see the smiley face in the air materialize in front of you, and then her face imposed over it. It was just a wonderful moment, and not the scariest moment in the game, but she was a wonderful introduction to all the spooks and scares it's had, so I thought it was a great way to put a bow on this series by focusing on her a little bit. Especially since it is, assuming I'm uploading this correctly, maybe I haven't, as COVID showed me, I'm not good at keeping schedules, but especially fitting for the Trans Day of Visibility. So, thank you everyone out there, and hey, thank you to all the trans people who are out there, just for being you and being cool. And, yeah, that's it for me. Bye, everybody.